I think the drummer is like what holds the cake together. I guess that's eggs. I don't know.
Hey, it's Tess from 99.7 The Blitz, and welcome to Mikey's Late Night Slice presents Blitz versus Slice. It's 5 pizzas, 5 questions, and we're here this week at the Bridge Park location of Mikey's Late Night Slice, and we're here with one of our favorite local bands, 5by5.
What's up, Tess?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
We're here with Josh and Sam.
Yes.
We've got our vocalist and our bassist, also screamist.
Yeah, scream vocals, yeah.
Attitude, crazy wild card. That's this guy.
Yeah.
I'm more of like the high charismatic emotion. I make you feel something.
I love it.
And then he comes through and wrecks it. It's a dynamic.
There's always a problem child in the band, always. You want to try this? This one is the meathead.
I was scared and intimidated. The slices are so big and beefy and meatheady. Cling.
Yes.
Sound
And then you
effects
got to
in there.
tap it.
Not make a mess. I'm going to choose the sauce of the month first, because that just sounds...
I'm going to try it alone.
First.
I need all the flavors.
I like extreme flavors right out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Go big or go home kind of mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's good.
It's very good.
Be honest, what was the first terrible name that you came up with before you landed on 5by5?
Oh my God. We were originally going to call ourselves Judy and the Bitches. And the setup was me, Sam, and Steve. We didn't have a drummer or a guitarist. We were going to backtrack everything and set up a rock band drum kit behind us with an inflatable blow-up doll that, if you look online, they're all called Judy. The Bitches were intended to be 4 wacky and waitable arm flailing tube ladies that we dress and pose in different ways that looked like they were kind of dancing and twerking next to Judy the whole set, and that was our backup dancers. And we were just, you know what? It's not about us. It's about the ladies. So we said, move us to the side, and we're going to make a Judy and the Bitches. Obviously, that didn't make the final cut, but that was one of our first ideas.
So how did you come up with 5by5?
5by5 ultimately means like military terms. Steve served a little while ago. He was in the Navy, and ultimately that means like everything is good, everything is all right.
Yeah, like a call sign across the radio. Yeah.
So that's ultimately what the whole message is behind it is we want you to be everything's good, everything's all right. Like you're here to enjoy time and escape whatever crazy life thing is going on. There's a lot of things going on in today's world that are not great. So we want you to come out and be able to escape that and have a good time and just live in the moment.
Whatever your piece is, protect it, fight for it, stand for it. Don't ever waver. But don't get me wrong, as much as we like to also have like the serious approach, we're extremely fun and goofy guys because we think that the last thing you need is something going super serious and all the time when you just want to have a fun, goofy time and let loose and relax.
I came here to eat delicious Mikey's Late Night Slice pizza, not cry.
I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I love the message. And tell Steve thank you for his service when you see him next. Now we're on to our next one. This one's not even available yet, you guys.
Wow.
It starts on the 16th of this month. It is the mac and Jesus.
Jesus,
We go garlic butter for this one. That just feels
You got to go in
natural.
first. Yeah, you got to go in first. Get it raw and edited version, and then you got it for the
I
sauce.
told you, dude. Extreme. Go big or go home. I can't have it any other way.
Oh, man.
On the 5by5 website, it says, one of the first things it says is, during even the worst case of daddy issues. Why is that?
I feel like even going back to the original name, like we've always put a focus on the ladies, but in a respectful way to show respect to the moms. And ultimately, at the end of the day, we're pushing 40. So when we come into those shows, yeah, you're rocking, but your mom's talking to us. We've actually been moving to the fact that we're going to start like a mom pickup spot at our merch table, to where at the end of the set, you can come by the merch table and pick her up. She's well rested and good to go at that point. Take care of her.
I was thinking a mom pit, where my mom's at.
Ooh, where my mom's at.
Do a mom pit,
stuff like
mosh
that
pit.
too. A mom pit.
Yeah.
Ooh, trademark. I'll give you 10% cut on the team.
I guess.
The more we joked about it, we realized that like most of our fan base responds to that to begin with, which is why it's like, yeah, we're serious and fight for something, but we're also here to have fun, be goofy, and have a good time. And we're here to take your moms now too. So
I do love it. You guys you're goofy, but you're also deep and serious.
I was wondering if you regret your question.
No, not at all. Not at all. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Rarely do I eat pizza without red pepper flakes too.
I'm gonna go for the
Love
spicy
the spice.
unicorn.
You go for the spicy unicorn?
I'm a snob for things when people say they're spicy, and then I go, that's very hot. Eat it.
Might not be hot enough.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That is delicious.
I like that a lot.
I'm trying to break out at this stage. What's the toughest thing about being a local band?
There's times where it's been effortless, and there's other times where it's been a real grind, you know? Like we're never not grinding. Like we're always out trying to do something. We're always doing promo, or we're trying to push the next thing, or we're in the studio, you know, we're always trying to do the next thing. So I think honestly, the biggest thing is like just being consistent. And
Number
just
one important thing.
Yeah.
No matter how tired you are, you have to just
consistency.
You don't
Yeah.
need to overwork yourself, and you don't want to underwork it. It's decide who you are, what you're trying to do, and remain vigilant and consistent at that every day.
It really is about teamwork and who you surround yourself by, and making sure that you're holding yourself accountable, most importantly, and then secondly, make sure that you're holding your team accountable. Because
you gotta lift each other up.
you have to. You
right.
have to. Like it is a grind. Sometimes you get in that negative mindset where it becomes a struggle, you know. And being able to lean on your people and just like being able to work things out and going, you know what, we love this more than anything beyond ourselves, and we want to keep doing it. So
That's what makes it easy.
yeah,
The things that you'll spend 8 hours on for free of charge, all
Yeah.
because you love it, that's what makes it easy. It's when you don't love it that it becomes a job that you aren't getting paid for, and becomes grueling, and it builds a toxic kind of mindset for you that with time will just ruin the thing that you love the most. Don't let that happen. You know? Never give up. That's also a song title. Check it out. What a interesting name, the Wedgie.
little range.
Oh, that's good.
See, I tried this one without sauce because a respectable person eats his vegetables without all the sauciness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to taste the mushrooms that I wasn't allowed to have.
Don't look at me like that.
What's your favorite show you've ever done?
Ooh, that's easy because it was Upheaval Fest last year in Grand Rapids, Michigan, with Falling in Reverse, Wage War, Crossfade, Never Tell, like Rob Zombie.
Yeah, right.
We
Yellow Wolf. Yeah.
Not only was it our favorite show, but it was the most terrifying experience of our life. That's what the ambulance is to signify. We'd upgraded all of our gear and got ready for the biggest show we've ever done, and then put that gear on stage just for it to kind of go. And then at the last minute, we just had like a Hail Mary attempt to just run it to front of house, and it worked. And the show went on, and it was just so surreal to hop off stage in front of like 1,000+ people, being harassed to sign and buy shirts and whatnot. Matt gave away his shirt off his back because somebody had to have it. And then like 3 seconds later, Falling in Reverse takes like finish out the night. It's just like, is this really happening?
We were panicking there for a minute because we had asked them to take off our floor monitors. They're like, well, we're not going to need them. We don't need the wedge in front of us. Like, okay.
But they had no sound at all.
We had no sound. Confident, we're like, okay, great, this is wonderful. And then 5 minutes till playtime, and we're still not getting anything. I'm like,
You're already nervous, and now you're worried about sound.
The sound guy was like, he was doing the, like that move that was just like, look, I'm going to have to. And I was like, oh, God.
It had rained, and they shut down.
Yeah, we didn't even think
we don't even think we're going to get to play. So they shut down the festival, and they reopened, and they literally let the last two bands. There was one band on before us, and they let the last two people of the side stage finish out the rest of the night.
But okay, you made it work. Now, what did you do again to make it work?
Because we had like this whole rig with tons and tons of cables, basically equipment that we didn't fully understand yet.
But okay, I gotcha.
But I knew from the last setup that we had a simple way to just run it, at least in front of house.
Yeah.
So I just pulled the cable out of the bottom and like unplugged everything and plugged in one spot.
You problem solved.
Headphone jack. It was a headphone jack, is all it was.
Literally.
And I sent that to front of house. And I was like, well, that's working. So
Then it worked that good.
Yeah, I just hope that we can just play along and hear it well enough. Because we basically played to a giant speaker too.
That is amazing.
And it was just like, well, we're not stopping the show because our gear broke down. We will play. And we still turned it into like one of our best shows.
The only one.
It's every mom's favorite.
What do you guys think is the most important instrument in the band?
I think personally, as much as I love to sing and need all of the attention, a band, I can say for sure that a band is not good, in my opinion, in terms of like an industry professional level, if the drummer ain't really good. If you don't notice the drummer, he ain't that good.
Oh, yeah, that as well. Yeah.
Like you could have a great singer and have a really bad drummer, and that'll ruin the band. But a really tight drummer that holds the instruments together can overpower a singer, because half the time live you don't even really clearly hear what you're hearing anyway. So it's like, I don't know. I've noticed a huge difference.
We've seen it firsthand too. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. But it's not, yeah,
Yo,
it's
drifting.
not.
We've been playing music, Sam, Steve, and I, for 10 plus years now, and we have had a couple scenarios in which we've had about 100 drummers. Say that 100 drummers, and about 3 that are just, as soon as you put them in the song, the first time playing with them ever, it's just like, oh, that's what that's supposed to feel like and sound like.
There was like some survey that was done that said the electric guitar, but I could find a reason for every single, the bass, the vocalist, your voice is an instrument.
And the image that has come with it, the guitar seems so awesome, so important, and the backbone of it all. But anytime you go to any show, regardless of genre, listen to how much drum and bass you're going to hear.
Yeah.
Because without drum and bass, you don't feel anything. Your body doesn't move. The electric guitar is really just thin. It's like icing on a cake. Yeah, it made it better and sweeter. But without that cake, that's just pure sugar.
Yeah.
And that's a bit too much on its own kind of thing. Like,
So
I don't know.
the drummer's the layers, all the layers underneath.
Yeah. I think the drummer is like what holds the cake together. I guess that's eggs. I don't know. Yeah, the singers is like the sugar and the flavor. You know, if it's red velvet or if it's yellow, and you have bass players. That's just really the fork to eat it with. Hey, guys.
That's right. That's right.
So what do you guys have coming up? Like, what can we look forward to?
We're going to do a run of shows with our homies from Indianapolis, Normandy. Going to be in Nashville, Louisville, Columbus, Indianapolis, and Chicago in May.
Might be dropping an album.
Here soon.
Might not be dropping an album this year.
So like before May or after May?
The hope
Tentative?
was to be before May. I think realistically that maybe. We'll say a soft maybe.
Yeah.
But the album will definitely be out before fall. I would like to feel confident in saying 5x5OH, all spelled out, all one word, FivebyFiveBoh. For anybody who needed that.
And you can subscribe for emails and all that too?
My God, yeah. Yeah, you can even go to our website, 5x5OH.com. And there's a link that you can click that just signs you up for our newsletter.
Where's my
Our
beanie?
links. Yeah, where's all that beautiful stuff we gave you?
But then I was like, I'm eating pizza.
Yeah.
I can't. Here we go.
Oh, that's sick.
This is just one.
That's just, wow. Whatever band is associated with that probably rocks like pretty freaking hard. There, I said it.
Yeah. No, but really, thank you guys for coming in and hanging out and eating all the pizza.
Yes.
And for coming up with the Italian Stallion. Mikey's Late Night Slice presents Blitz versus Slice. 5 pizzas, 5 questions. Here at the Bridge Park location. I can't wait to come back. And I'm Tess from 99.7 The Blitz.